Hey Mark in Oak Park, Illinois. Matthew here with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and with the help of my GoPro camera, I'm going to show you how I cut transition lenses for your RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer color 901, which is the classic shiny black in the 52 eye size. Let's go ahead and take everything out of the original packaging that RayBan sends it to me. Your Italian leather RayBan case, your RayBan cleaning cloth. Hang on, let me get everything apart here. Some junk mail, because you just don't get enough in your regular mailbox, so they include it in your eyeglass frame, the case now. And the star of the show, the main attraction, the RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer sunglasses. And of course it comes with a little plastic sleeve on the left temple to protect the temples from rubbing together while it's being shipped from Italy. And of course I'm going to include all the manufacturer's original packaging, including your lens packet, so you know you're getting the authentic lenses. Now I'm going to take out your original heavy glass breakable lenses, and I'm going to install lightweight unbreakable lenses. I'm going to take your frame, I'm going to put it into the tracing element of my edger and hit trace. Now a little stylus is going to pop up, and it's going to go around and trace the shape of the right lens before moving over and doing the same thing for the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy a genuine, authentic RayBan frame, and you will receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses. Now this frame sells for 100, how much is it? 130, 140 depending on the color, and of course you paid the upgrade to transition lenses. And that's it. But when you buy the frame, you will get one free pair of single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription lenses. My receipts have my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase. But these will be some reading glasses, very nice reading glasses. Now, these are your lenses. I'm going to take them down and I'm going to find the optical center of your lenses. I'm going to take them out of the original pack. Open that up, pull it out. Now it has a little plastic sleeve on the front of the lens to protect the lenses while they're being shipped. You're going to get all of that. Let me turn my lensometer on and put it on +1 1/4. Find the optical, so actually let me dial everything in, make sure it's zeroed up. Okay, now let's find the optical center of your lens, and let's put a dot on there. It's pretty light for you to see, so I'm going to darken that. Let's do the same thing. Let's go ahead and mark this one R, even though you're same in both lenses. We've got to have a right lens, we've got to have a left, so let's go ahead and label them. Take off the little protective laminate, put it in, find the optical center, and we're going to label that optical center, and we're going to put an L on this lens, which stands for not right. Just like me, I ain't right either. So I'm going to take everything down here, put your lens on the platform. I've forgotten one thing, I got to get my flashlight. You know, I have a smaller flashlight, I just can't find it. So this is the diagram of your lens. It's just a little bit larger. If I were to minify it, you would see the shape of the lens I'm going to cut. But let's go ahead and magnify it again. That red dot is going to be your optical center. Now, this is a block. I like to call him Jenny from the block. I need to attach this to your lens while it is cutting. So I need a double-sided adhesive sticker, which I'll pull 2 of them off. The black side is the sticky side. I'm going to stick one onto the first block. Let's do the same thing for the second one. Now this little silver button on the back is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. I'm going to pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. The first job for the magnet is going to marry up to the one in this arm. I'm going to hit the button, and now the block's going to come down and be applied to your right lens. Let's do the same thing now for your left lens. The L lens. Put that on there. Oop, almost forgot this. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Have that magnet match up with the one in there. Hit the button, and now the block's going to come down and be applied to your left lens. Now this is the actual edger. This is what costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I like to recommend everyone go out and buy their own. Then you can cut lenses at home. You won't need me anymore. But the actual cutting wheel is over here on the inside, on the far right. That's what's going to grind down your lens until it's the final shape. This lens, this wheel in the center with that channel, that little valley, that's what's going to put the bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. Now the magnet is going to do its job the second time. I'm going to place it in there, and it's going to hold it in place in the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I don't know the machine well enough to call it chuck. I'm going to wake the computer up. These are polycarbonate lenses. I do not want to polish the lens. I do not want to put a bevel on the front surface, the convex surface of the lens. I only want to do it on the rear concave version of the lens. I'm going to hit the green arrow, which is start in every language. The door is going to close, the clamp's going to shut, and then the lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure, going around the first time, making sure the lens is large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's going around tracing. Now it's measuring again a second time to measure the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel so it fits best inside the frame. Now in just a moment the cutting wheel is going to move over and it's going to begin cutting. You will see water running in the background, that flickering light, that's just there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry where plastic index lenses cut wet. Now your lenses are the Essilor brand of lenses. They are polycarbonate. Essilor calls polycarbonate lenses airwear because they're light as air. These are Transition 7 series. The GG stands for green. So you're getting unbreakable polycarbonate lenses. Your lenses are bulletproof up to 22 caliber and have both UVA and UVB protection built into it. Unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that need to be reapplied every few hours when you're intense exposure to the sun, this is permanent and will never need to be reapplied. Now as you see, water has begun spraying. It does that for the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle just to wash away any optical debris. That arm that has just come out has a little spinning wheel, something you would find on the end of a Dremel tool. That's what's applying the safety bevel to the rear surface of the lens. Now in just a moment the door will open. Go ahead and grab a paper towel so I can dry your lens off when it comes out. Dry everything off. Run my thumbnail around the edge of the lens to make sure there's still no optical debris there. And now I'm going to tuck it in at the outside corner, use my thumb, snapping it at the nose, and in it goes. Let's now do the same thing for the left lens. Again, tuck it into the chuck, as I like to call it, the Charles, and flip that over to L and hit the green arrow for start. And again, the door closes, the clamp will shut, and then the lens is going to be traced to make sure it's large enough to fit into the left side of the frame. And you can actually see as it's going around, following my finger in the curvature. There we go. And as always, measuring the thickness of the lens to know exactly where to place the bevel so that you have the least amount of edge thickness. And of course in this frame you will have none. Go ahead and take this block off. It is no longer needed. Going back down here to my Marco 101 lensometer, put it in over that red dot, measure the power, and I am getting plus 125. The unit of measurement we use in the optical world is called a diopter, starting at 0 and going up in quarter increments, 0.25, 0.50, 0.75, 1, 1 1/4. You need I didn't know there was going to be so much math involved. You need 5 steps of correction for your farsightedness. Without your glasses on, you can see up close, great, but you need it for the magnification for up close. You can see far away, great. You just need it for up close. So you need 5 steps of magnification to make everything the correct size. And you actually need that in both eyes equally. You're getting plus 1 1/4 reading glasses. Now in the future, Mark, should you ever need new lenses for this frame, I can send you lenses only and you can pop them right in at home. You see how easy it is to do. To take the lenses out, you just turn it downward with your thumb at the nose, put your other thumb on top, press down, out pops your unbreakable bulletproof lens. To put them in, turn the frame upright, tuck it in at the outside corner using your thumbs, press down with the nose, it snaps right in. I will demonstrate for you again with the left lens. Let's dry everything off. I am going to tuck your left lens in at the outside corner, push down with the nose, and it snaps right in. Let's go ahead and test the power. Even though I did that from the beginning, but force of habit, I inspect every lens, and we are getting again plus 1 1/4, so that is even. Now I do want to clean the markings off your lenses, and I'll show you how to pop them in one more time. But This is the time I explain in every video that when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That is because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I am no different. In fact, let me show you something. But because of that, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment first, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, with the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, I press down on mine and they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. I am actually wearing the exact same frame. It is the RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer in size 52. These are my lenses. If I were to actually pop my lenses out, they would fit into your frame just as easily. But let me pop mine back in so I can see what I am doing. Let me clean my fingerprints off so I can see a little bit more clearly. And let me pop yours back in. In fact, I have. But let me finish the test. Press down, there is no wobble. I close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do, and they're not askew. Now, I'm going to give you my own cleaning cloth. You're going to get the one that comes with the RayBan case. I'm also going to include cleaning instructions, not only how to care for your eyeglasses, but for your RayBan case and cloths. They will last you forever. I field test every cloth before I ship to you. That is the picture of your glasses on the cloth. Now, Mark, this is what your lenses look like while they are clear. I'm going to go ahead and activate them for the first time, which means I'm just going to expose them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light. And as you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for the lenses to turn dark. It takes a little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute 15. Now Mark, this is important, pay attention. All transition lenses will turn dark on the first day. They will continue to darken every day for the first couple weeks that they're exposed to the sun until they reach their final setting. After that, they will work for years with maximum performance. The only time they won't work is if you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield has UV inhibitors to protect your dashboard from cracking in the sun, and that's why they won't turn dark in a car. Now, as soon as you step out of the car, they will get dark. Now, if you have a convertible or a motorcycle, yes, they'll darken then too. But they're also temperature sensitive. I remind everyone of that, since this is the hottest part of the summer. They will get darker when it's 85 degrees and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But when it's triple digits outside, you're miserable and they're miserable. No one likes to work 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. So Mark, this is the first time that your Transitions green lenses have been activated. Don't worry, they're going to get much darker. Come on, Mark, we talked about that. But that's that. If anyone has any questions, just email me at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com. Mark in Oak Park, Illinois. I hope you enjoyed watching as I cut Transitions green plus 125 readers for your RayBan 2132 New Wayfarer, color 901, the classic shiny black and the 52 eye size. And of course, all RayBan New Wayfarers are made in Italy. And hopefully everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.